What's poppin', y'all? It looks like another one bites the dust at No Jumper. This is happening faster than they can get recruited. And this all started at the No Jumper show. It was their Tuesday show where Adam22 would play an eerie post that was made by one of their co-hosts who had not showed up that night, and Hefe.
The good old deal with the good old people, man. Today was not a good day, bro. Today was one of those bad days, man, where the devil was working hard, man. He was at work, man, and he was this close, man. He was this close. Just close to cashing in on wishful thinking. So right now, right, I'm in a phase where I'm trying to regroup, you know what I'm saying, and think things through, man, and just, create the space to be calm and copacetic, you know what I'm saying, through the storm, you know what I'm saying. But hopefully y'all had a good day up out there, though, man, on this Monday, man, you know what I'm saying. To anybody day who was bad like mine, we gonna make it through, champ, you know what I'm saying. As long as we make it through the next day, man, we got another chance, man, to recharge, man, and regroup, man. Salute. Stay strong.
I'm not gonna lie, that sounded like the Johnnies came knocking.
It's very foreboding for sure.
Like, it doesn't sound like he got into like a street situation. Like, it didn't feel like he was saying that like some ops ran down him or anything. It sounded like he's, I don't know. To me, that very much was in agreement with the kind of thing that you would allude to if you were in a legal situation.
So here, they already know that this guy's arrested. He plays a video like that. He doesn't show up. I think it's interesting in the video. He's like, yeah, the devil is trying to work overtime. Listen, when you find out what this guy got arrested for, he's the devil. What the hell? But he would be arrested for a murder case. Yep, that is correct. If we look up his charges, we have his name here, Maurice. I'm going to block out the rest of his name, even though you can find it yourself. But yeah, 35, male, 260, 5'9", 187A, murder, bail amount, $1 million. And he's locked up in Los Angeles. At this point, I feel like, how all these people, they've got their own gangs. And you're probably wondering, like, yo, who is this guy? If you're not following No Jumper like that, this guy's been one of their recurring hosts. From what I knew him, he gets drunk and he sleeps a lot, or he'll doze off. He also has some sort of a beef with Whack 100. I don't know if it's their background, but I'm going to give you guys 2 exhibits to explain to you exactly who this guy is in under 60 seconds. So Exhibit A.
I don't practice no proper etiquette. I'm not reading no textbooks. When I get on camera, I don't have an alter ego, none of that. I don't have an alter ego podding dude on camera and then get off camera and be somebody else.
Okay, so you got that. And Exhibit B.
Change the game.
Just no raggedy hood rat.
Or Ant, bro.
P-Face, the hardest out.
Yup, must you be.
Where you from in Compton?
Yeah, I Compton.
What hood?
Compton BLP, Compton Waterrose,
All right, 83rd Street.
That's what's happening, man. Shout out Compton.
Okay, he turned up.
Yo, I love how everybody's voice got to get a few octaves deeper when they announce where they're from.
Period. And they got to be very clear.
Yeah.
That's when you know it's authentic.
Unless you want to take your spot back?
Hey, though, yeah, you feel me? I beg a pardon on that.
What?
Like when people who try to get turned over they bay they hood, usually, you know what I'm saying, I say something, because, like, keep that shit regular. Like, when you bang hard or say your hood twice, that type of shit gets so you know what I'm saying, and because just be regular,
So yeah, as you can see, he's got an alter ego, or no alter ego, actually. Brags about not reading, no textbook, no nothing. And then in the second exhibit is where you see, like, this happens not strictly in LA, but it's known for happening in LA. They got a posture against each other. Like, yo, where are you from? Where are you from? So what we saw was a potentially violent altercation. So this guy takes his gang banging, that is, pause, very seriously. And previously, on a live that he was doing, he would slip up a little bit.
I don't know who this person is, but Hot Topics is pertaining to the shit I did to
So yeah, this is really interesting where the guy's on live and he's talking about, that shit that I was, oopsie daisy. Like, what the hell? You got, you're just, I guess the drink doesn't go too well with that. But Adam22 would get a text from TMZ and it would say, "What's up, Adam? It's Devin from TMZ. Just wanted to give you a heads up before we posted that Aunt Hefe, one of your co-hosts, was booked for felony murder. Obviously, I know you are aware because you talked about the arrest on the show. Just wanted to give you a heads up on the story." Very, very good courtesy by these guys. Didn't know if you wanted to say anything we could include. It would be interesting if they could have afforded Aiden Ross the same courtesy instead of posting about his sister passing away months after it happened. Yeah, honestly, I don't know anything yet, so I'm not much of value, but he's been a great podcaster for the last year or so, and as far as I knew, he wasn't really in the streets like that anymore. So this was all a huge shock. I think this is a shock to everybody but, well, actually, no, I think this is only a shock maybe to Adam22. This guy it's not like got, I don't know, what do you call it, a statute of limitations. They could have booked him for 20 years. It didn't matter if he changed his life around. But funny enough is one of the other co-hosts on No Jumper, this individual by the name of Spodyface, the guy that says, "I am not a gangbanger" on his t-shirt. I don't think the police are going to believe that one. He must not understand what's going on here because he starts talking about bail amounts. Because when they got this news, he didn't believe that the bail was $1 million, that he had to go in front of a judge and then they would get the real bail money. But when they found out that it was $1 million, this guy starts to talking and Adam's looking at him like, what are you talking about?
For sure. And there is ways to get like the bill reduced even more and not have to pay 10%. You can pay less, but that'll be like a substantial property bond.
Yeah, but if it don't, we telling you right here, right now, man, if his bail is at $1 million, Adam gonna go get him out and we gonna put the No Jumper building up, you know what I'm saying, that's collateral, and go get young Aunt Hefe out. Ain't
Listen,
right?
if you guys want me to bail Aunt Hefe out, become members right now. But also, yeah, I don't got a bill for.
You ain't got bail.
I ain't got a mill.
10%.
No, we gonna put
100K.
Yeah, we gonna put the bail. You
That's a lot of money.
No, listen, you don't need that. We just put the No Jumper building up or your home up.
or your home.
Yeah, as collateral. You don't need the chip, so there's no excuse, Adam.
Oh, I got Dorito.
He gonna get Winston away. He like
put Winston
sell him and Ralph.
Man, look, y'all hear it here first, man. Y'all want Adam to go bail out young Aunt Hefe, man. Make sure y'all
man, free the alter ego, bro. Free the alter ego.
Yeah, man.
Damn, free bro. That's
free Aunt.
Yeah, free, bro. We gonna put the No Jumper building up right now. We gonna get him.
Right now,
Friday.
it's gonna be a complicated process. I don't think I'm ready to put up the building or take out a second mortgage on the building so that I can bail out Aunt right now. I'm gonna have to wait and see some more details about this case.
No, I believe when he go to court, it's gonna get dropped down.
That's wishful thinking. I like that.
Not drop the bail amount. Make it drop down.
Okay.
You need to go get bro right now.
That's best case scenario.
I don't know. I'm not 100% sure about that.
Man, the day we
Yo, do these guys not look up what's happened to No Jumper in the past before they get on the show? He's like, yeah, I'm saying it here first. Adam22 is going to put the building up. What? You can tell Adam22 is looking at him like, listen, man, listen, Spody face. I'm already thinking about the next guy that's going to replace him. Adam22, you could see on his face, he's already written off Aunt Hefe from his life and from No Jumper. He's looking at the next guy. He's like, all right, so who's going to take this guy's spot? This is a revolving door. And like, think about it like this. He's talking about Adam22, and Adam's like, yo, I ain't got an M like that. Number one, Adam does have an M, but he's like, nah, you know, it's 100K. He's like, oh, yeah, 100K is a lot of money. We already dropped the 10%. He's like, nah, you just got to put I don't really know if I'm ready to put the house up. Listen, man, he's not getting that guy out of there. Brick Baby, who's as close as you could get to Adam22 as one of his co-hosts. Like, he even said, like, yo, him and Brick Baby would have the same type of humor, which is, you know, that rainbow humor, that white boy humor that they like to do. And they were doing drugs together. So if Adam22 is doing drugs, he kind of messes with you like that, especially after he got married and had kids. This isn't Lil Pump, Smoke Perp era SoundCloud Adam22. This is grown, responsible Adam22. And he was tight with Brick Baby like that. And Brick Baby was hitting his line trying to get the last paycheck from No Jumper, which was probably like a couple $1,000. And you think he's going to put up 100K for Aunt Hefe? Oh, no. And Brick Baby is somebody that is a lot more valuable to No Jumper. He spent a lot more time there. He's a more entertaining figure than Aunt Hefe, and he had been there longer. So the fact that this guy, listen, he's got to understand, the only thing that gets rewarded in No Jumper is performance, not loyalty. Loyalty? Come on now. AD was out there like ready to fight like 100 people. And, you know, that situation ended up getting packed out, or AD felt like he got turned on by Adam 22 22. But yeah, if you're a performer on No Jumper, you will not get fired. You could do whatever you want. But yeah, loyalty, nah, he's not getting you out of there. What the hell? He's not. I would be surprised if Adam 22 sent him commissary money. He's just like, listen, man, I know it's a tough situation. It's funny. There was a clip where Adam 22's like, yo, prayers up. And one of his co-hosts is like, ain't you atheist? What prayers? And this is the situation here at No Jumper is that there's a revolving doors of Anjefes. It's like, okay, we got to get a gang member that's got some valid street history that's also entertaining on camera. And we're in Los Angeles. And we are the biggest gang platform. Like, this is Gangland TV. Oh, there's a never-ending door. There's at least, Adam 22 needs 100 of these to last him for the rest of eternity, for the rest of the lifetime. There's at least 100,000 of them in Los Angeles. So there's a never-ending door. He's thinking about, yo, who's the next guy? And the funny thing is, the LAPD, they've got this running like, like a Latina, like grandma has telenovelas running in the kitchen or wherever else, wherever they put the TV. They've just got No Jumper, and it's constantly running because they're like, okay, we're just going to watch this. They've got an intern or somebody in the police academy that's just sitting back watching No Jumper content. And they're like, oh, we got a new No Jumper host? Okay, Anjefe. Oh, Anjefe's got his own YouTube channel too. Add that. So they've got a specific LAPD YouTube account that's only subscribed to No Jumper and No Jumper affiliates. Like, let's see who's gotten packed out so far from No Jumper. Big U wasn't a part of No Jumper, but we had the Big U case. Loose Cannon was close enough. Loose Cannon, they got Brick Baby. They got, what's the other guy's name? The guy that used to write for or do music with Blueface. I don't want to call him, but Suspect. They got Suspect, and now they got Anjefe. And there's probably somebody else that I'm missing as well. And they were asking Adam for footage, so they've got those guys out of the way. Oh yeah, Crip Mac was locked up for quite a while too. So these guys are just gonna watch. And this is the thing. You know what they say? Real G's move in silence like lasagna. Not because it's like, yo, you got to be quiet if you're a gangster. It's the more you talk, the more subject you are to have something be used against you or to slip up in some manner or another. Like on IG Live, he's like, yeah, that I did. Yeah, wait, what? What did you do? And some people are saying that, hey, look, this situation, he may not have actually committed the murder. It might have been somebody else and he was just rolling around. Well, that makes it really exciting because are we potentially going, because this is the most serious case we've seen thus far. With a Brick Baby, he is part of like this RICO situation. Suspect, he took a plea or whatever, so we know it's a couple of years or something like that. Crip Mac, similar type of situation. But we've never had a situation where somebody could potentially snitch or tell. So if Anjefe is just getting picked up part of a murder, because if he had any involvement whatsoever in a murder that happened, even if he wasn't the one that committed it, let's say he was in the car or something like that, he's getting the same charge, kind of like a TK type situation. If he has the potential to tell and get out, that would be gold. Adam 22, you've got to tell him, you've got to convince him to tell at that point. Now, yeah, maybe he's a super gangster. We're going to have to see a super gangster facing your entire lifetime in jail or in prison after you just got to taste. That's the thing. He just got to taste the good life. The good life being not having to engage in crimes like these and being able to feed yourself and doing much better than your previous situation because he had already been locked up, I'm pretty sure. So if he can urge him to tell and then he tells and comes back out and he's on No Jumper, that's prime time entertainment at that point. Because what is he going to do? Are you going to sit there and do life after you've just tasted the good life? This is assuming that he has the opportunity to tell. But we will see how this develops. We've got ongoing No Jumper cases. And I think at this point, maybe give it another year or two, there's going to be so many No Jumper members in the LA jail. They're just going to form a No Jumper gang in the jail. They're going to be throwing up like balling. That's going to be their gang sign, like balling like an athlete but got no jumper. They're going to have the wrist flick. That's what I see coming soon. But yeah, this is wild. Me personally, I didn't think this guy was adding too much to No Jumper. Like when we're talking about all-star, that dude Munchie B is an all-star on No Jumper. Like that guy cannot get locked up. Please do not lock him up or you guys are losing out on a lot. Like LAPD, come on, like cut us a break on him. So it looks like with further news from another No Jumper co-host, or formerly of No Jumper, but I don't think he officially left, Flacco, he would say that this is looking to be like an incident that I was talking about towards the end, which is that this guy was just allegedly around when something was happening, and this is according to his family.
Now, Apparently, a DP was taken. Now, Jefe was not involved with the DP at all, but a DP was taking place. Now, when the DP is taking place, they brutalized and beat up the dude so bad. I don't know if weapons were involved. I don't know what were involved, but they brutalized this dude so bad that he died during the DP. Now, where the murder and the robbery comes in, after the dude died, they ran into his car, stole some stuff, and dipped. Now, the police is claiming, according to Jefe's family, that Jefe was there when this took place. Jefe was again not involved with the DP. He did not punch anybody, didn't hit him, but he was present when the DP took place. And because of that, Jefe's family is claiming that the police is saying that N is involved in this conspiracy to murder. That's why Jefe is in jail, according to his family. People believe Jefe got picked up for the blood murder at the taco stand because Jefe may or may not have been present, according to the sighting of one of his cars, when this murder took place.
So for those, the uninitiated to this terminology, a DP, I don't know if it stands for discipline, but that's what it sounds like. It's like, hey, listen, if you're part of this organization and you misbehave in a way that makes us look bad or we don't really mess with it, you're going to come before us, come before the congregation, and we're going to give you, the pounding pause on that. So they're going to, let you know, rough you up, beat you up, and you can learn from your mistakes. And you have to report to these things, which is insane. And then allegedly, the guy ended up from that, and Aunt Jefe was monitoring the situation. Oh my goodness, I can't believe that entered my terminology. If you know, you know. Hopefully you don't know. But yeah, so that happens, and then the guy dies. So imagine this. You're supposed to be a part of this gang, right? And then you're supposed to represent this gang. And you're supposed to put yourself in all of this danger, especially in LA, for this gang. And then when you do something that's an error, they're going to discipline you as a grown man, which is like, okay, whatever. You show up, and then they kill you. They beat you to such a pulp that you die because of your loyalty, because if you didn't want to get DP'd, you could have just ran off on the gang, drop your flag, whatever. I don't think that would end up too hot in LA, but hey, if people are telling and they're not getting people killing them, I think somebody's saying like, yo, I want a retirement, I want a home share or get something out of this. I don't think they're going to come after you, but hey, don't take my word for it. Definitely do not take my word for it. This is just an overall sad situation. This reminds me of the YFN Lucci situation, where YFN Lucci was in a Maybach or a Rolls Royce or some ridiculously expensive car, and he's driving around doing outs to his ops neighborhood. And then one of the guys, who's just a crash out, he's doing the out, he gets shot in the car. The guy's bleeding. They don't know if he's alive or dead. And they kick him out the car while he's hanging out the outside of it. So, get the hell out of here. So you decided to find, now YFN Lucci is having a great career, enjoying himself after he did his time. And that guy is 6 feet under, unfortunately. And his parents and family have to bear that pain. So that's the reward he gets for being an upstanding member of this organization. Me personally, that dude Aunt Jefe, now that I'm hearing that he didn't actually commit anything, he was just there, and this was, I guess you could kind of say this was an accident. I hope he tells. I hope he goes and sees freedom, because why would he be locked up? For the other people involved to be locked up as well, or what do they think, they're going to beat the case? I don't know. Maybe there's got to be somebody telling in this situation, because if it was just their members, they're not going to record this unless it was caught on a camera. So I'm really interested to see how this develops. But yeah, let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. And I'm going to see y'all on the next one.